Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. This is a statement of Jesus, a basic statement, a basic principle of one standard for everyone. And this is the entire teaching of all those who want to help you to come to yourself. There is one standard where nothing is good, nothing is bad. And there is a rule, a standard for everyone in a family, everyone in any organization, everyone in any society. It is not that do what I say, not what I do. But Jesus very clearly says, how many of us, even Christians, follow this statement? Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. We use this statement in sermons. Please sermon this. Use such statements in their Sunday sermon. But when it comes to practical life, it is totally reverse. Do what I say, not what I do. It is easy to say not to steal. It is easy to say that to steal is not bad if you are stealing. But someone else is stealing something from you, then it becomes difficult to say stealing is not bad. I have heard about a thief. For the fourth time he was caught, and the judge asked him, you get caught again and again, and you still continue to steal. What is the matter? If you are not so efficient, why you go on stealing? The man said, it is not a question of efficiency. I am alone and the work is too much. So the judge said, then why don't you have a companion, a partner? The thief said, morals have become so low that you cannot depend on any partner. Even a thief thinks in terms of morality to others, morality for others. Morals have gone so low that you cannot depend on a partner. So I have to do all the work myself, and the work is too much. This is the deepest teaching of all those who are lowers. There is nothing to choose. Everything is accepted. If you can accept it in its totality, you are transformed. But if you are cunning and want to deceive yourself, then total acceptability will be dangerous and of no use. So I say many things to you just because of you, and just in between I also go on accumulating that which I would really like to say to you, but it can be given only in an indirect way. You are so dangerous, so suicidal, that you can commit something which will be harmful to you. I am talking about a higher truth, not only a higher truth, but the ultimate truth. Ultimate truth. Naropa in his song says, there is only an inch difference inch different sets heaven and hell apart. Only 1 inch difference sets two apart from each other. An inch difference between what is good and what is bad sets heaven and hell apart. 1 inch difference. 1 inch difference. One sentence alone. Say, do what I say, not what I do. That changes the direction. And when you say, do unto others as you would like others to do unto you, your direction is totally changed. One step you are going outward. One step alone changes the direction. The moment you take an about turn, your direction is changed and you are moving towards home. An inch difference. And you will have to live in anguish because you have created the division yourself. No one else has created. Bring all the dualities nearer to each other, closer. Bring the dualities closer, nearer. And then, as you bring them nearer, they merge into one another, and something, a third dimension opens for you. When you bring the positive and negative poles so close to one another, they start flowing into each other. They become so vulnerable, they start flowing into one another. And this flowing into one another is merger. Then neither the positive remains nor the negative remains. Instead, out of this union, there is illumination, there is light. When during an act, a physical act, ovum and sperms are brought so close to one another that they start flowing naturally and spontaneously towards each other. A merger happens. This merger is the process of conception, and this leads to a third possibility, a new life. A new life. When all the 5 different elements come together, the water, the tea leaf, the milk, the sugar, and fire, they help each other. Fire helps each other to lose their individual identities and merge into one another. A next possibility, which is transcendence, happens. There are 5 elements that compose the human body: the earth, the water, the air, the fire, and space. When all these are put together and in harmony with one another, they start flowing into one another. There is a new human body is composed, which have 7 centers. When 5 upper centers, the heart center, the throat center, the center of expression, the heart center, the center of love and compassion, the heart center, center of expression, the third eye center, the center of destruction and construction and togetherness. When the moon center, the clarity of intuition, and the crown center merge into one another, there is a solitary truth. Truth manifests. Truth manifests, and the things, your path becomes clear. These are by itself dualities, and when they are put together close to one another, the process of their interaction begins, and in that transformation happens. The five fingers are separate from one another. Each represents a particular the element that constitutes human body and is a source of energy, is connected to a particular psychic. There are two things. The body is composed of five elements, and so each fingertip represents an element, and each psychic center has an element as its a basic element. Each fingertip represents a particular psychic center. And each hand represents one type of energy, solar or lunar. One is cooling energy, the other is the active. So when the fingertips come in contact with one another, many things happen. All the five elements are coming in harmony with one another, dissolving into one another. The body is formed. All the five psychocenters are coming in harmony with one another. And this helps you to come to a solitary conclusion, solitary decision, and the union of two energies, the solar and lunar, brings the illumination. Then the solitary truth that transforms you, and this decision that has come as a harmony between these two energies, two solar and the lunar energy, helps you to move forward in the process of life's journey. Journey of life, journey of centuries, is composed of 1,000 small steps put together in harmony with one another. Put all the diverse elements together in the dualistic elements in togetherness. When the duality of male and female overlaps one another, there comes a harmony, and the result of that harmony is fulfillment in life. Bring all the dualities, good and bad, right and wrong, male and female, lunar and solar, the positive and negative, and let them merge. Let the good and bad merge into each other. The darkness and light merge into each other. Life and death merge into each other. Then there is non-duality. Then there is oneness. That oneness brings freedom. That oneness brings transformation. That oneness is symbolized by one word, God, or godliness. And when all the dualities merge to one another, There is non-duality, there is oneness, and that oneness is the fulfillment of life at every step. When all the dualities, all the conflicting elements with different qualities are put together in one harmony, a transcendence happens, and that gives you fulfillment. Water alone cannot give you that kind of fulfillment that a cup of tea gives you. The masculine energy cannot give you as much as fulfillment as, and at the same time, the feminine energy cannot give you as much fulfillment as the union of masculine and feminine energy through the bond of love-making can lead you to the state of transcendence and fulfillment through various acts, separate for male and female, but the ultimate is fulfillment. At feminine level, it is known by a different term. At a masculine level, it is known by a different term, but it is basically it is fulfillment. And when whatsoever you do, every act that you perform in life, that becomes a small step towards fulfillment. When all these small efforts of fulfillment are put together, there is a garland that is known as oneness, and that helps you to change the direction of your life, helps you to change the direction of your life. And that is the real purpose of life and the message of the awakened one. Jesus says, you are doing something to the other, and the other is doing something to you. There is duality, you and the other. Both of you are moving in the different directions. The husband, the male and female, both needs fulfillment, but going in different directions, not in harmony with one another. Conflict and chaos is the outcome. When they are in harmony with one another, flowing into one another, and when two energies flow into one another, it is an act of meditation. When the positive current flows into the negative current, or negative current flows into the positive, it is two ways of saying the same thing, but they are merging into one another. And this act of merging is meditation. We see this in every single act in life. Just by watching the moment you turn on the electric switch, instantaneously there is a union. It does not take long for the merger to happen, to lead to the state of illumination, and bulb is lit. There is light. This light is this light that manifests in myriad different forms. The fulfillment in life is also light beyond duality, but its form is different. The cup of tea that gives you satiation is also another form of light that comes with the merger of 5 elements. And this is, so 5 elements put together becomes non-dual, oneness. When 5 different elements, earth, water, fire, and ether, and space, merge into one another, there is a light. That light shines, manifests as life, as the body. And when all the five upper centers flow into one another without any discord, there is a harmony. They all lead to one aspect, one thing, that is the essence of entire Sanatana Sanskriti, the Advait philosophy, the non-dual philosophy, non-dual way of life. Life's journey is a non-dual way of understanding and happening. The moment the different elements, dualities merge into one another, there is bliss. Bliss is another form of light. Whenever dualities merge into one another, life becomes an embodiment of light. And light is not one that you know. What you know is lighted object. Light is something different. It is oneness. So happiness is light. Fulfillment is light. Whatsoever happens when the dualities merge into one another, the outcome, the transcendence, is one form of light. Enough for now. The talk, the journey continues, although it may have ended today, but the process continues in you as introspection if you listen to it attentively and allow the message to sink into you. The process will continue on your own. It is a process of recovery. And then again, when we meet, another seed, another process begins, and the same thing continues. Enough for now.